The smartphone in your pocket, the electric car on the street, and the fighter jet in the sky all rely on a hidden group of 17 metallic elements, rare earths. These minerals are the lifeblood of modern technology, powering everything from wind turbines to the vibrant colors on our screens. They're also critical to national security, guiding missiles, powering radar, and enabling advanced military communications. For years, few questioned where these materials came from, assuming the supply was endless. But today, the world faces a stark reality. The supply of these vital elements is concentrated in the hands of a single, powerful nation. This has turned a technical issue into a major geopolitical challenge, threatening global alliances and the future of innovation. The story of rare earths is about more than mining. It's about power, control, and the vulnerabilities hidden in our modern world. As we move forward, we must confront the uncomfortable truth. The foundations of our technological society are far more fragile than we ever imagined. For over 30 years, China has built a rare earth empire, not by chance, but by design. Today, China controls over 60% of global rare earth mining and a staggering 90% of processing and refining. This near monopoly gives Beijing enormous leverage over the world's technology supply chains. In July 2023, China imposed export controls on key minerals, sending shockwaves through global markets and reminding the West of its vulnerability. The message was clear: restrict China's access to technology, and China can restrict your access to the materials needed to build it. This dominance is no accident. China tolerated environmental costs and undercut competitors to drive rivals out of business. Now, Western nations find themselves almost entirely dependent, facing a crisis that's as much about power as it is about minerals. China's grip is a formidable weapon in the new era of great power competition. In response, the United States and its allies launched a bold plan, a $12 billion pipeline to build a secure, independent supply chain for rare earths. This meant investing in every stage, from mining to refining, outside of China's control. Australia became a key partner, with an $8.5 billion agreement to create a direct mineral pipeline and a price floor to protect Western miners. The US also turned to Central Asia, forging new deals with Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan to tap their mineral wealth. These moves aim to counter China's influence and offer alternatives to its Belt and Road Initiative. The strategy was ambitious: combine strong alliances with new partnerships to challenge China's mineral supremacy. The pipeline was more than a supply chain. It was a declaration of technological independence. But building it would prove far more difficult than anyone anticipated. Just as these new partnerships took shape, China struck back, tightening export controls and sending prices for processed rare earths soaring. Western companies, still reliant on Chinese processing, faced sudden shortages and skyrocketing costs. The American plan was built on a gradual transition, but China's move exposed a critical weakness. New mines take years, and processing capacity outside China is almost non-existent. Projects like MP Materials in California were left vulnerable, still dependent on Chinese facilities for final separation. Beijing's timing was strategic, revealing the West's biggest flaw: mining is easy, but refining is where the real power lies. The result? The $12 billion pipeline stalled before it could even begin, forcing a painful reassessment in Washington and beyond. The shortages and price hikes put immense pressure on manufacturers and exposed the fragility of Western plans. China's move wasn't just a trade restriction. It was economic warfare, demonstrating the immense difficulty of breaking free from its industrial grip. For now, the pipeline remains a blueprint, not a reality. Why can't America just build its own supply chain? The answer: processing rare earths is incredibly complex, expensive, and environmentally challenging. Mining is only the first step. Refining requires thousands of intricate chemical processes, perfected by China over decades. The environmental costs are huge, generating toxic and even radioactive waste. China accepted these risks. The West's strict regulations make new facilities slow and costly to build. Investors are wary, fearing China could drop prices and bankrupt new projects as it did in the past. The recent US-Australia price floor is an attempt to counter this, but it's untested. There's also a skills gap. Decades of offshoring have left the West without enough engineers and chemists to run these operations. Rebuilding expertise will take years, if not a generation. Without skilled workers, even the best-funded projects will struggle. The combination of technical, environmental, economic, and human challenges makes building an independent supply chain a Herculean task. The road to self-sufficiency is long, uncertain, and fraught with obstacles. Central Asia is now at the heart of a new great game, not for territory but for control of the minerals powering the 21st century. The US is investing billions, seeking Kazakhstan's tungsten, Uzbekistan's uranium, and more to secure its supply chains. But China's Belt and Road Initiative has already woven deep economic ties across the region, while Russia maintains strong security and cultural influence. For Central Asian nations, this rivalry is an opportunity. They're leveraging American investment to diversify, while keeping close ties with Beijing and Moscow. The US is promoting new transport routes to bypass Russian and Chinese territory, but these are still in their infancy. The region's leaders are playing all sides, maximizing autonomy and transforming Central Asia from a geopolitical backwater into a key arena for the future of global supply chains. Rather than pawns, they're now power brokers, shaping the outcome of the mineral race. The fate of global technology may hinge on their choices. The rare earth battle has revealed a new era of global competition, where control over raw materials is as crucial as military or financial power. China's disruption of America's pipeline is a warning. Technological independence will be harder and more expensive than the West hoped. The risks are clear: volatile supply chains, higher costs, and delays in green technologies. National security is now tied to mineral access. Adversaries can exploit these choke points without firing a shot. The world is fragmenting into competing technological and mineral blocks, with the US, China, and Russia vying for influence. The struggle for rare earths is a lesson in the dangers of complacency and the enduring importance of industrial power. For years, the West prioritized efficiency over resilience, handing the keys of the modern economy to a rival. Reclaiming those keys will define the coming decades. The era of easy globalization is over. A new age of strategic competition has begun.